Pennsylvania's opioid disaster declaration is over after Republicans in the state General Assembly decided at this point not to extend it. Fox 43's Jamie Bittner explains how it could impact people who are still fighting to recover from addiction.
My first reaction when I heard the disaster declaration wasn't renewed was that the disaster is worse now than when the declaration was declared.
For those who devote their lives to helping people kick their opioid addictions, hearing that the statewide disaster declaration is no more has them asking one question.
So why are we ending it?
Pennsylvania's opioid disaster declaration has been around since 2018. It has been renewed 15 times, but Republicans say that's part of the problem.
When you do something that many times for so long, it's clear that permanent changes are needed because basically you have a permanent emergency declaration.
I feel like there's always politics at play in pretty much everything that happens, and unfortunately in this example, it may impact the lives of Pennsylvanians.
One of the biggest questions recovery groups has is if this will affect access to this, Narcan, something that's carried by most first responders and is credited with saving countless lives across Pennsylvania.
I would hope that there is absolutely no interruption to any of those services.
As far as we understand, that's not necessarily going to be impacted.
Pennsylvania's Department of Health echoed that naloxone won't be disrupted and it will stay publicly available. Meantime, Republicans say they believe legislation is the way forward.
We have a lot of plans, we have a lot of legislation, and we think we can get to things on a permanent basis that get to the heart of the epidemic.
The governor's office says the disaster declaration made a lot of progress before the pandemic struck, and it reduced overdose deaths by 20% between 2017 and 2020.
Opioid deaths and addiction have gone up, especially during the pandemic. You know, one can question whether it's been successful or not.
Republicans say they want to work on things like workforce development and addiction treatment. Help recovery centers hope is actually delivered as the pandemic lingers.
People have been a bit more depressed and a bit more anxious and a bit more isolated and secluded, and they haven't really had that human interaction that is so essential in recovery from addiction.
In Harrisburg, Jamie Bittner, Fox 43 News.